I'm Maria Fitzsimmons, and I'm an urban missionary. I'm also the board secretary on the board of the ministry and outreach coordinator. What is an urban missionary? Unlike others that go to other countries, we do our work here in the downtown area, in the communities where we serve, locally, without going somewhere else. We are missionaries to share the gospel and make disciples. The food, the clothes, and the housing are just tools for us to reach them and share the good news of Christ. This is a biblical mandate, as we are commanded to share the gospel, make disciples, and this is why we do what we do. So my husband and I have been serving together since we got married almost 5 years ago. We started with 25 meals. A lot of people have heard the story. And now at the end of this year, in almost 5 years, we're going to hit about 200,000 meals. That's a lot of food, but there's a big need out there. And we're fortunate to be able to go out and serve every week to all the people that we see. I've always loved serving the homeless. There was a time about 15 years ago when I came home and I was telling my kids about someone that I got a meal for. And the look on their face was, "Mom, you can't bring them home." 15 years later, and with the Joshua Center in our future, with our ministry, we can bring them home. With your support, we can bring them home. This is what we do. We serve the homeless, we have the Joshua Center, and we have our mobile food bank. So what's this Feeding the Homeless all about? We go twice a week with our group of volunteers and serve 1,500 meals every week. The Joshua Center is a building that we purchased last year. It's going to be a 2-year program, 2.5-year program for people that we get off the street. During this 2.5-year program, they will do several things. A traditional 12-step sobriety program, vocational training, which, by the way, they will have 5 choices of which track they will take. And they will also have great biblical and life skill training. One of the reasons why we're doing it this way is because, like my husband says, it takes a community to get their lives together. So I'm asking for your support so that I can continue to do what I do to help others. One of the things that people don't know is that we are responsible, everybody on staff, to raise their own personal financial support so that we can do what we do. My personal experience when I go out on the street as I serve and get to know the people that I meet, and get to know them and see the need, and it's in our own country, in our own backyard, and it moves you, it changes you, and you just want to keep showing up and helping. But we can't do this on our own. A lot of my volunteers that come out, the one thing they leave away and tell me, they say, "I had no idea that this was so bad. I knew there was homeless, but this is like a third world country." And when you do go out and you see the need and you see the devastation, you realize, why am I going anywhere else when the need is right here in my own backyard? In our mobile food bank, cars line up so that they can get groceries and dry goods and water and beverages. And sometimes people wait hours. They come early even before we even set up at the Joshua Center. And they're so grateful and they get encouragement. There was a time when we first started our mobile food bank and this lady named Peaches, and I got to know her and got to talk to her and loaded up her car with food. And when I asked her, "Can I pray for you?" she looked at me and with just tears in her eyes, she said, "No one has prayed for me in more than 15 years. And I got to pray for her and make an impact and a difference in those few minutes that she was there, getting food, getting encouragement, and getting prayer. And she drove off just full of joy and just grateful that we showed up. In the Bible, it tells us, "When you do it to the least of these, you do it unto me." So those that we serve, we have the attitude and we have the spirit and we have the compassion that we're serving Jesus every time we serve. We want to continue to do this. I want to continue to serve. But in a time where financial situations are uncertain, we need your support. And a lot of people say, "Well, I can only give $5. Well, then give $5. If I had 100 people that gave $5, that would help. So it's not about the amount, it's about doing it, about serving, about giving, about helping, so that we can continue the work. So here's how you give to my personal support. Go to our website and go to the giving page. Click on it and it takes you to the giving portal. Click on Outreach and scroll down, and you'll see Maria Fitzsimmons Personal Fund. Click on that and donate, and you're all done. Thank you. Please give. I'm Maria, and I'm an urban missionary.